Dear children, welcome to this channel. This is 10th video in this topic, in this chapter. In my previous video, that is in the 9th video of this chapter, I have explained how to solve polynomial equations with some additional informations using some techniques. So in this video, let us see some examples showing the application of the techniques. Okay. Example 3.16. Solve the equation x power 4 minus 9x squared plus 20 equal to 0. See, this is a quartic polynomial equation. Even though it has degree 4, here if you look at this equation, you can note that the coefficients of odd powers are 0. That means doesn't exist any term with the odd power. That means that coefficients of odd powers are 0. So it has only even powers. So if such if a polynomial equation has only even power, what is the way to find the solution? Means take the least power to be y. Here the least power x squared. So let us take this to be y, and then you have to rewrite this equation in that variable y. So it will reduce to a quadratic equation. On solving the quadratic equation, you will get two values. Then equating the two values to x squared, you will get the four values of this equation. So this is the rule. This is the technique to solve such polynomial equation. Okay. So to start with, let us take x squared to be some y. So the given equation x power 4 minus 9x squared plus 20 is equal to 0 reduces to y squared minus 9y plus 20 equal to 0. So it has reduced to a quadratic equation. So easily it can be solved. Okay. So let us solve this. So the product of 20, the factors 20 to be 4 and 5, so that its summation is 9. So it can be factorized as y minus 5 into y minus 4 equal to 0. That means that y is equal to 4 or 5. Okay. So now equating, what is y? Y is equal to x squared. So equating the value to x squared, right? We get 4 values. So x squared is equal to 4 implies x is equal to plus or minus 2. And then x squared is equal to 5 implies x is equal to plus or minus root 5. Okay. So here when y is equal to 4, and this case is when y is equal to 5, right? So what are the four solutions? The solutions of the given equation are plus 2 minus 2, then plus root 5 minus root 5. Okay. Then example 3.17. Solve the equation x cube minus 3x squared minus 33x plus 35 equal to 0. See, in this equation, it is a cubic equation. In this equation, if you sum up the coefficients, the sum of the coefficients is 0. Okay. So there is a technique that if the sum of the coefficients of an equation is 0, then for that equation 1 will be a root. So using that one, we can reduce this equation to a quadratic equation by dividing that factor x minus 1, and then by solving that quadratic equation we may get the remaining two values. Okay. So we are going to use that technique, right? So look at the coefficient, the sum of the coefficients is 0 here, right? Okay. So sum of the coefficients is equal to 1 minus 3 minus 33 plus 35, that is 36 minus 36, which is equal to 0. If the sum of the coefficients of an equation is 0, this implies that 1 is a root of the equation. So 1 is a root means x minus 1 is a factor. So you have to divide it. But as it is a cubic equation and 1 is a root, you know the synthetic division method, you have learnt it in your earlier standard. So let us divide this by use this equation by this root 1. Okay. That means we are going to divide it by x minus 1. Instead of using long division method, you can use the synthetic division method. So 1 minus 3 minus 33 plus 35, as 1 is a root, so we can divide it. Instead of using a long division and dividing the left hand side of the polynomial by the factor x minus 1, we can use a synthetic division as it is a cubic polynomial. Okay. So 1, then 1 into 1 1, minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2, then minus 2 into 1 it is minus 2, then minus 33 minus 2 is minus 35, then 1 into minus 35 is minus 35. So when you add, the remainder will be 0. So what is the quotient? On dividing this polynomial by the factor x minus 1, the quotient is equal to, this is constant term, x term and x squared. So this will be x squared minus 2x minus 35. Okay. So if we equate it to 0, you will get the remaining other roots. So let us equate this one to 0. So x squared minus 2x minus 35 is equal to 0 implies, so x minus 7 and x plus 5 will be the factors for this. So x minus 7 into x plus 5 equal to 0, which implies x is equal to 7 or minus 5. So what are the roots of the equation? So the roots of the equation are 1, 7 and minus 5. Okay. The next example is example 3.18. Solve the equation 2x cube plus 11x squared minus 9x minus 18 equal to 0. This is also a cubic equation. So if it is a cubic equation, means first let us you have to check whether the sum of the coefficients is 0. If not, you have to use the other technique, that is sum of the coefficients of even power and then sum of the coefficients of odd power are equal. So let us check whether they are equal. So here the odd powers are x cube and x, and the coefficients are 2 and minus 9, and its sum is minus 7. And for even power, the x square and the constant term 11 minus 18 is minus 7. So they are equal. So you have to use that other technique. For that means that for such equation where sum of the coefficients of even power and the sum of the coefficients of odd power are equal, minus 1 will be a root. Okay. So after using dividing this right hand side, left hand side of the polynomial by x plus 1, we will get a reduced equation as a quadratic, and then by solving that quadratic we will get the remaining two roots. Okay. So what is the sum of the coefficients of odd powers? Odd powers means 2 and then plus minus 9, which is equal to minus 7, and then sum of the coefficients of even powers is equal to plus 11 and minus 18, that is equal to minus 7. Therefore, sum of the coefficients of odd powers is equal to sum of the coefficients of even powers. So this implies that minus 1 is a root of the equation. Then after getting one root, so you have to divide the left hand side of a polynomial by the factor x plus 1. This is also one technique, but instead of using the long division, we can use the synthetic division method as it is a cubic equation. Okay. So using the synthetic division method, we have to write the coefficients as 2, then 11, minus 9, minus 18, and it is divided by minus 1. So 0, 2 plus 0, 2, and 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. So 11 minus 2 plus 9, so it is minus 9, and this will be minus 18, so plus 18, and the remainder is 0. So what is the other factor? That is the quotient is the other factor. So what is the other factor? Other factor is 2x squared plus 9x and minus 18. So the other factor is 2x squared plus 9x minus 18. So we are going to solve this. Okay. So 2x squared plus 9x minus 18 is equal to 0 implies Let us find out the factors. 2 into minus 18 is minus 36. So, minus 36, the product should be 36 and the difference should be 9, means their factors are 12 and 3. So, plus 12 and minus 3, as the coefficient of x squared is 2, you have to divide it by 2. So, what are the factors? X plus 6 and 2x minus 3. Okay. So, 2x minus 3 equal to 0. So, this implies that x is equal to minus 6 or x is equal to 3 by 2. Therefore, what are the roots of the equation? The roots of the equation are minus 1, minus 6 and 3 by 2. Next, let us see some exercise problems just similar to the above examples. Okay. So, in exercise 3.3, look at the 6th and 7th. 6th one is solve the cubic equations. So, 2 subdivisions have been given. So, all these two are similar to the above examples. Okay. And then the 7th one is, that is solve the equation x power 4 minus 14 x squared plus 45 equal to 0. This is similar to example 3.16, and these two are just like the examples 3.17 and 3.18. So, you can try these two problems. So, these are very simple to do. Okay. And now let us do the 5th one. This is just like the example 3.15. We did this example in the previous video. So, let us do this now. Find all zeros of the polynomial x power 6 minus 3x power 5 minus 5x power 4 plus 22x cube minus 39x squared minus 39x plus 135. If it is known that 1 plus 2y and root 3 are 2 of its zeros. So, it is not an equation. So, it has been given a polynomial, that why they have used the word zeros, and you are asked to find out the other two zeros. Okay. So, as it is degree 6, it should have 6 zeros. That means 6 values of x satisfies the polynomial, makes the polynomial to be 0. Among that, 2 have been given. You have to find out the remaining 4. See, here I would like to say one thing. After looking the examples, when you are going to do the exercise problems, that is in the video, when I am going to start to the exercise problem, means just without referring the video, just try the exercise problems by yourselves. If not, you can refer the video. Okay. So, after trying the exercise problems, you can refer the video and check whether you have done correctly or not. So, after looking the examples, you can, after listening to the examples, you can try the exercise problems by yourselves without referring to the video. Then after that, you can look at that video and you can check whether you have done correctly. Okay. Now, let me do the 5th problem. So, given that 1 plus 2y and 3 are 2 of the zeros. So, given 1 plus 2y and root 3 are zeros of the polynomial x power 6 minus 3 x power 5 minus 5 x power 4 plus 22 x cube minus 39 x squared minus 39 x plus 135. See, you know that if any complex or irrational roots exist for a polynomial, its conjugate will also be a root of a polynomial equation or zeros of a polynomial. So, given here 1 plus 2y and root 3 are 0 means 1 minus 2y, its conjugate, minus root 3 are also zeros. After getting 4 zeros, let us find out the factors. So, this implies that what are the factors? X minus of 1 plus 2y, x minus of 1 minus 2y, x minus root 3 and x plus root 3 are factors. So, the 4 zeros will give 4 factors. So, let us multiply the 4 factors. X minus of 1 plus 2y into x minus of 1 minus 2y is equal to, so let us group x minus 1, So x minus 1 minus 2y, okay. And here grouping x minus 1, we have x minus 1 plus 2y. So this is of the form a plus b into a minus b. So this will be x minus 1 the whole squared minus 2y the whole squared. So expanding this, we have x squared plus 1 minus 2x, and I squared is minus 1 and 2 squared will be 4. This will be minus into minus 4, that is plus 4. So x squared minus 2x plus 5 is the product of these two factors, right? And then x plus root 3 into x minus root 3. The product of these two factors is x squared minus 3 using the identity a plus b into a minus b. Therefore, let us multiply these two quadratic to get the product of all the four factors. So, x squared minus 2x plus 5 into x squared minus 3 equal to x to the power 4, then minus 3x squared, then minus 2x into x squared is minus 2x cube, then minus 2x into minus 3 is plus 6x, then plus 5 into x squared is plus 5x squared, then plus 5 into minus 3 is minus 15, that is x power 4 minus 2x cube, then plus 2x squared plus 6x minus 15. So, to get the other factor, you have to divide the polynomial by the product of these factors, okay. So, dividing the given polynomial x power 6 minus 3x power 5 minus 5x power 4 plus 22x cube minus 39x squared minus 39x plus 135 by x power 4 minus 2x cube plus 2x squared plus 6x minus 15, we will get the other factor. Let us do the division by detached coefficient method, that is writing the coefficients alone. The coefficients of the dividend is 1, minus 3, minus 5, 22, minus 39, minus 39, 135, okay. And then write the coefficients of the divisor, 1, minus 2, 2, 6, minus 15. Then to start with, divide the first term by the first term, that is 1. So, the first term of the quotient is 1, and then multiplying 1 with all the terms, we have 1, minus 2, 2, 6, minus 15. Then you have to subtract this. To subtract, you have to change the sign. So, after changing the sign, the first term get cancelled. Minus 3 plus 2, that is minus 1. Minus 5 minus 2 minus 7, then 22 minus 6, that is 16, and minus 39 plus 15 minus 24, and then bring down this minus 39. Again minus 1 divided by 1 minus 1. Then multiplying with that, minus 1 plus 2 minus 2 minus 6, then plus 15. Then change the sign. So, the first term get cancelled. Minus 7 minus 2 minus 9, and then 18, minus 24 plus 6 minus 18, and then minus 39 minus 15 minus 54, then bring down the last term 135. Then divide minus 9 by 1, so you will have minus 9. So, let us multiply minus 9 throughout. So, it will be minus 9, then plus 18, minus 18, minus 54, and then plus 135. Then to subtract, let us change the sign of all the terms, so that on subtraction every term get cancelled. So, the remainder would be 0. So, what is the other factor? Other factor is x squared minus x minus 9. Then by equating this to 0, we will get the two more zeros, okay. So, x squared minus x minus 9 equal to 0 implies x is equal to, this cannot be factorized, so you have to use the formula. So, minus b, that is minus of minus 1, that is plus 1, plus or minus root of b squared. So, minus 1 the whole squared minus 4 into 1 into minus 9 divided by 2a, 2 into 1. So 1 plus or minus root of 1 plus 36 divided by 2, that is 1 plus or minus root 37 divided by 2. Therefore, the zeros of the given equation are 1 plus 2y, 1 minus 2y, root 3 minus root 3, 1 plus root 37 by 2, 1 minus root 37 by 2. So, the other two roots also irrational roots and they occur in pairs. Okay. Then first problem, solve the cubic equation 2x cube minus x squared minus 18x plus 9 is equal to 0 if sum of two of its roots vanishes. Okay. See, for the given cubic equation, you know that 3 root exist. Among that, the sum of any two root vanishes means the sum of any two root is 0. So, that is the condition. Using that condition, we are going to find out all the 3 roots. So, let us take alpha, beta and gamma be the roots of the given equation 2x cube minus x squared minus 18x plus 9 equal to 0. Given that sum of two roots vanishes means let us take the sum of alpha and beta be 0. So, let us take alpha plus beta is equal to 0. And you know that sigma 1, that is sum of all the 3 roots by Vieta's formula, alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus coefficient of this x squared by coefficient of x cube. So, minus 1 by 2, that is equal to plus 1 by 2. As alpha plus beta is 0, 0 plus gamma is equal to 1 by 2. This implies gamma is equal to 1 by 2. So, after getting one root, to find out the other roots, what is the technique to use? Divide the left hand side of the polynomial by that factor. Okay. So, this implies that x minus 1 by 2 is a factor. So, you have to divide the left hand side of the polynomial equation, that is 2x cube minus x squared minus 18x plus 9 divided by x minus 1 by 2. So, as it is a cubic, we can use a synthetic division method, right. So, 2 minus 1 minus 18, 9 are the coefficients, and then 1 by 2, x minus 2 is a factor, that is 1 by 2 is a root means let us divide it by 1 by 2. So, 0 and 2 plus 0, 2, 2 into 1 by 2 is 1, minus 1 plus 1 is 0, 0 into 1 by 2 will be 0 and this is minus 18. So, after multiplying minus 18 with 1 by 2, it will be minus 9. So, adding 9 and minus 9, the remainder would be 0. So, on dividing this by this, you will get the remainder as 0 and this is the quotient. So, this will be the quotient will be the other factor. So, what is the other factor? Other factor is equal to 2x squared minus 18. So, other factor is 2x squared minus 18. So, equating this to 0, 2x squared minus 18 is equal to 0 implies x squared minus 9 is equal to 0 or x is equal to x squared is equal to 9 or x is equal to plus or minus 3. Okay. So, the plus or minus 3, these are the other two roots. Therefore, the roots of the given equation are, one is 1 by 2, other one is plus 3 and the other one is, third one is minus 3. See, the sum of these two roots is 0. So, that is why the condition has been given that the sum of any two root is vanishes. Okay. So, 4 more examples are there and 3 more problems in exercise. Let us see the remaining 3 problems, exercise problems and remaining 4 example problems in the next video.